One of the reasons you get into coaching is because you want them to have that moment. So when you actually see them accomplish that goal that they set out to, it is like the most euphoric feeling, and you're just so happy. You want to bottle up that moment and like keep it with you. But then you're always going to want to get back to that moment. And I think that's part of the fire moving forward is, do you remember how that felt? Well, this is what it took to get there.
I think the last 5 years, let's say, we've seen the culmination of a long, kind of building.
When it was time to recruit the next generation of women's lacrosse players at Drexel, we knew there was an emphasis on championship level players, but also championship level people. The young women that we brought in started to set the precedent of not only winning, but showing adversity and getting through really tough things in the last couple of years.
They collectively didn't want to just be good and be record holders. It's what they've left in terms of a culture, is their legacy.
We talked a lot about leaving a legacy, just to kind of cover a few different things. You want to work hard every single day, be your best, work to hit your potential and motivate the people around you. But we also kind of wanted to say leave a legacy just because you want to leave a place better than you found it. And we always say that, like, you don't want to go somewhere and then just kind of like float by. Like, you want to go in and you want to make your mark.
All of the changes that have happened and how we have become so successful and grown so strong is because of our culture.
A lot of it stemmed from our seniors and having their experiences. It took a little time, but game by game, we kind of started believing that, we are capable and we are good. And I know that COVID was hard, so we were on a really good path before our season got cut short. We only had like 6 games, but I think that just made us more hungry. Having that time off just made us work harder on the off season. Last year, CAA championship, really heartbreaking, overtime loss.
This year, specifically, when we were saying leaving a legacy, we were so honed in on the fact that like this was gonna be our year. Coming to our first day of practice, on the first day of classes, just everybody, there was just such a different fire in everybody, a different level of determination.
Knowing that if they could win the CAA championship and be the first Drexel women's lacrosse team to do that was something that was kind of gonna be in the books forever. But I think more importantly was how they were gonna accomplish that goal.
This season, I think we really focused just on every like little thing, like we have to earn it.
We had a lot of unforeseen things happen during the season, but we all came together and we all were pretty much on the same page of this is our goal, we're gonna do it. We don't care how we get there, but we're gonna do it.
All those ups and downs and bumps in the road and the jabs we took on the chin, I think readied them for how hard postseason is.
When we got to the championship game, it felt like we were more prepared just because we had been there before. And then all of a sudden they tied it. The whole game, I just kind of felt like we were gonna win. So I remember just kind of being like, guys, we're fine. I just remember seeing Allie Drake come around like the crease and cut, and she was wide open. And I don't know, I just like had a feeling she was gonna score.
Just thinking about it, like, it gives me tingles, but I think it was just, redemption.
I couldn't believe it. To be honest, I stood down there for a little bit.
I think when it first happened, I was just in shock. Like I was crying without tears.
I mean, it feels like it was written for like a movie, the way it all kind of worked out.
It was such an amazing feeling to know that we had finally done it, and it would be a mark in our program history forever.
They wanted that CAA championship so bad that when it was time to go get it, like nothing was gonna stand in their way, and they showed that.
The legacy of this group will be winning a CAA championship for the first time in program history by way of forming great relationships with each other and having fun along the way.
A big credit to the culture here at Drexel is that it's not about one group or one class, it really is about the team. You can't go backwards, we have to keep going forward. But I think one of the ways you go forward is you have to look back at what you did and how it felt, what it took to get there.
We just want to keep progressing, keep setting that really high standard.
Every class that comes in is better than the last. So I have no doubt that they're gonna propel this program to even higher.
I think that this year was just a stepping stone in what this program can be. They have so much potential to go. They're gonna win their first NCAA game. They're gonna win even farther than that. And the CAA championship is just a step in the right direction.